Hey Siri,
Go ahead.
play the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Okay, here is the MRA podcast with Kyla and Kamal.
This is a Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 33, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a managed point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, each and every one of you. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, we talk about A-Rod, J.Lo, and Jose Canseco.
Jose, can you see this is killing me, man?
Come on, bruh. We're going to talk about quitting a marriage too soon.
Uh-huh.
And, and the college enrollment scandals got our blood boiling. All that and more right now. This is the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
We're saving relationships one listener at a time, man. The boat, finally all back from the boat, Kamal.
How was it, man?
The boat was good, dude. It was good, man. It was a great opportunity to perform in front of, it was like 7 shows, man, in 1 week, which is nice. That's a nice.
Yeah.
And the crowds weren't as bad as I thought. They had the kids in the audience, and that was weird at first, but by the end, I wasn't bothered by them. I was embracing them. I was, ribbing them, making jokes with them. It was cool.
Yeah, I would think that the kids would be, it might be considered hacky, but easier to make the kids laugh.
No, not easier.
Okay.
But not as, because when you realize you and I both were in the classroom, so then you just realize, oh man, it's just like being in class. Mm-hmm. I'm just teasing them. I know where not to go. But it's still not, I still preferred when they were not there. The best part about it was doing 2 shows a night. It's like being on the road, but more shows than a normal road week. And so you work out something in the beginning and you work out something in the, you try it at the first show and then you can tighten it and do it again in the second show. You know what I mean? And my goal was a new show every day. And so,
Did you accomplish that?
No, I did 4 days. I did 4 different shows and then 3 different shows. I did 3 different shows, and then one of the shows was a best of.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all new material, both shows. Repeated, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then it got to the point where the Sunday was like best of. But it felt good, man, because it was like we've been writing, we've been talking on the podcast, setting that quota, writing, getting that chain going. Them X's is still going.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, man, keeping the streak going. And so it was, the best part about it was after the first show on Thursday, I had to cut some stuff because it didn't really hit like I wanted it to. And I was like, I need some, for this topic, I need some stuff. And I thought, oh, wow, I've been doing all this writing. Time for one of these new guys to have to get in the game.
Okay, yeah.
Get in there, rookie, freshman.
Okay, how did the young guys work?
Young guys work. That's the best, best thing about comedy is trying something new. Now, honestly, I had already worked it at open mic, but still, from open mic to a real show is a big jump sometimes. Mm-hmm. And so it felt good to see the young guys step up. Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. We got some feedback, homie.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
I'm laughing about to pee my pants when Kamal said to have a backup. I use that all the time. When little Shayna and Connor invite us to their parties, I guess they're talking about the last episode when we said to avoid the, what did you say? To avoid the blind side.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 32, the blind side.
Always have a backup event.
When your wife or your woman or whatever tries to tell you to go to a kid party. Mm-hmm. Now, this is from a woman who's saying she can relate. She said, I'm laughing about pee my pants. I use it all the time. When little Shayna and Connor invite us to their parties, I say, oh, no, we have a soccer game. Love the show. Keep it up, gentlemen. Tiffany in View Park.
Thanks, Tiff. We're neighbors.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm in Baldwin Hills.
Oh, look at that. Honest feedback, too. Listening to your show made me want to plan an annual trip for my nephews and have guy talk. Go somewhere one year. Find some time. So I guess it's sunny in Los Angeles. Basically saying, listen to your show made me want to get with my guys.
Do some annual trip.
Yeah.
Have guy talk, man. It's very, very important, man. It's very, very important. If your nephews don't have any guidance and stuff like that, man, it's important to get out there and just let them know what they need to know.
Yeah.
And let them know what to look for, what to avoid, so they don't come up the hard way and learn it.
And I was talking to my father about this. He's talking about having how important it is. Because when guys get around, and that's what we were trying to do on this, but that's what we are trying to do in this podcast. When guys get around and the women are not there, we could talk about whatever. But as soon as a woman walks in the room, we start to edit.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in the barbershop.
Yeah.
The code is kill game, kill game.
Kill gang.
Kill game.
But when a woman's not around, we get to talk how we normally talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the topic could be anything. It could be, hey, man, or whatever. Did you ever smash? Hey, whatever happened to the whole girl? Sometimes it's just that.
Yeah.
You never know. It's just nice to have guy talk sometimes. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing is funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated. Okay. But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still.
Yeah,
Caitlyn.
He's Bruce in the album.
He's Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But no, it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Man, A-Rod, J.Lo, and Jose Canseco. Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, this is hilarious, dude.
Yeah. I mean, who would ever think that you would say those three names in the same sentence?
March 9, 2019, it was reported that A-Rod and J.Lo are tying the knot, and then it all started, man.
Yeah.
This is March 10th, 2019, 6:07 p.m., tweet from Jose Canseco. Man, did you select those A's, man, him and Mark McGuire?
I'm a Jose Canseco fan. That's why this is like this. This is killing me.
Jose Canseco, I used to love playing with him on a video game in the late 80s, man.
I am a Jose Canseco fan.
Really?
Big time.
Baller.
Yeah.
Bash Brothers. Him and Mark. Watching World of Dance, watching J.Lo text Alex Rodriguez. Little does she know that when he is cheating on her with my ex-wife, Jessica, poor girl, she has no idea who he really is.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
Dirty Mackin.
Oh, this is beyond dirty Mackin.
What is this?
Dude, this is pure unadulterated hate.
Hater.
This is really just trying to just throw salt. Because here's the thing about it.
Yeah.
If enough people respond to this,
yes,
it forces J.Lo and or Alex Rodriguez to respond, because then it becomes like pop culture is trending, and they start talking about TMZ and stuff like that.
Well, he's not done.
This is beyond dirty Mackin.
He's not there. 3 minutes later, I was there a few months ago with her. No, with her, I guess his ex-wife.
Yeah.
When he called her on her phone. 3 minutes later, Alex Rodriguez, stop being a piece of shit and stop cheating on Jennifer Lopez. 2 days later, March 12th, 2019, 2:41 p.m., Jessica Canseco. Those false accusations Jose is making are not true. Hand up like to stop. I have known Alex for many years and haven't even seen him for 5. I certainly did not sleep with him. I am friendly with both him and Jennifer. As for Jose, he can keep playing with his alien friends. Laugh emoji, palm on that forehead emoji. And then 5 minutes later. In fact, I don't even go on Twitter. I had to download the app again and don't watch TV and had no idea this was going on. Last time I saw Alex, he was with Tori, and I brought my boyfriend over for dinner. We are just friends. My God. She dropped her boyfriend's name. It's hilarious. I guess that was 4 or 5 years ago, though, right? The next day, Jose Canseco got back in it. Jessica, you're calling me a liar? You just forced me to defend myself and tell the truth. Here comes the biggest story ever about Alex Rodriguez and yourself. The truth hurts. Do not turn away or hide from a polygraph. Alex Rodriguez, then later on that night, Alex Rodriguez, I challenge you to a boxing match or MMA match anytime you want. Then here's this little twist to the story, man. BET reported that on the 12th, so it started on the first tweet The first tweet was the 10th. Mm-hmm. That was the first piece of hate.
Yeah.
On the 12th, there was a picture of Alex Rodriguez coming from the airport. If you're on the internet safely, you can look it up. Look up A-Rod's face after Jose Canseco. I don't know. Just put in something. J.Lo, A-Rod return. It looks like he got hit in the face. Come out. It looking like he got something on his eye. The next day he came in public, he had sunglasses on. But that day he got caught slipping. It looked like he got busted in his eye, man. What do you think about all this, man? This is crazy to me.
All right. First of all,
yes,
it breaks my heart that Jose Canseco is doing this.
Well, remember he's the one that blew a whistle on the steroid thing.
Yeah.
And how'd you feel about that?
Well, I thought that was messed up, but in his defense, he didn't think anything was wrong with the steroid use.
Okay.
So he wasn't, I don't think his intent was, these guys are all cheaters. He was like, hey, man, we all did it, and this guy did it, this guy did it, I did it. Like, we all did it, man. I don't think he was against steroids. He probably was against, like, this Boy Scout squeaky, he never used it. Hey, shut the hell up. We all used it.
Yeah, the whistleblowing, though, man, bothers me, man.
Whistleblower is basically, yeah, man, if you're willing to, if we do something,
yes,
you and I.
Yes, I get caught cheating and I say, Kamel's doing it too.
Not only that, beyond that, it's like if we do some dirt and you feel like, hey, man, I didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And you're going to out yourself. Mm-hmm. Leave my name out of it.
So, I mean, listen, man.
I had more power to you, homie.
Yes, yes.
You know what I'm saying? You have a come to Jesus moment.
Yes.
But that's your come to Jesus moment.
Yeah, man.
And so, yeah, I think he kept a couple cats out the Hall of Fame because he got the ball rolling in like this investigation. Mm-hmm. This Alex Rodriguez thing, clearly because he named Alex Rodriguez in the book. Clearly, he's got a problem with this guy.
Yes.
He hates his success.
Yes.
He hates the fact that he's happy.
Yeah.
He saw him happy, saw the big ring, and was like, not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
You ain't going to be happy on my watch, homie. Not on my... Because the telling sign...
Yes.
Alex Rodriguez ain't responded. Mm-hmm. And Jose was like, nigga, let's fight.
That's when I knew. That's what made me think Jose was lying. That's when he lost me. Yeah. That's when he lost me. He gets no response. Hey, man, I want to fight you. What? Yeah.
I could see if he was like, Jose, if he was attacking Jose's character, Jose's a liar, he's a degenerate, then it's like, well, dude, fight me then.
Yeah.
But as far as we know.
Yes, man, there's been no response.
A-Rod has maintained radio silence.
Yes.
And just going about his day, like his life and all of that stuff.
Yes.
And Jose was like, well, you know what? Let's get down.
Let's get the gloves on.
Let's get down. And I realized, he just doesn't like this guy.
Doesn't like him at all. The fact that he wants to fight him is where he lost me, because now it says, I want to injure you. Mm-hmm. I don't care about J.Lo. I want to injure you. I want to fight you. But first, my first thing is I'm a dirty Mac your marriage.
See if I can ruin that.
Yes, that may or may not have worked.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna put hands on you. just fight. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, let's get down.
Remember at Eisenhower High School, man, Rialto, California. You remember how quickly, or junior high, I went to Frisbee, it was cold. How quickly it went to fuck, man. Let's just fight.
Yeah,
that's dudes right there.
Yeah,
man, fuck that. Step outside.
Yeah, basically anything, any issue.
I don't like you.
Yeah, any issue.
What? I want to fight you.
Right. I think that's exactly.
That's what feels.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah. You've known like somebody you didn't like.
Yeah.
Their leash was very, very short.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, you could do anything. I just want to get down.
Do you really think that A-Rod and Jessica Canseco had anything going on?
Probably not, man. Probably not. Like you said,
how's he throwing his ex-wife's name in there? That's such a dirty.
You don't like her either.
You don't like her either.
Like he was over there. He was at the house. And A-Rod called.
Yeah.
And that was enough for him.
Yeah.
That's his only evidence.
Mm-hmm.
I realized, man, he doesn't like Alex. He doesn't like A-Rod at all.
Yeah.
And his ex-wife, you can get in there too. We ain't cool either.
But let's say this. I bet A-Rod called her.
Yeah.
And this is what I think. And then the fact that J.Lo, there's a lot of saving face here with Jennifer Lopez. Because Jennifer Lopez is an A-list superstar, right? She's been married a few times before. her marriages can't seem to work out. I think this might be her fourth marriage, right? Or third marriage, fourth engagement.
Yeah,
She's been married.
don't get me wrong. I'm against A-Rod proposing. I was like,
why?
Damn. Because of her history.
What's her history? Talk about it.
Or I think her history is like basically she wants to be married. It seems like she wants to be married more than she's like in love.
She wants to be married more than she wants to be in a marriage.
Right.
She wants to get married more than she wants to be in a marriage. Right.
And it seems like, I don't think she attempts to compromise and make these things work. No. It's like you're on your fourth one. Yeah. It's probably you.
It is you because you're not getting through that tough year 7. You can't get through year 3 and year 7. Those tough years.
And so I'm against. All right, damn, A-Rod, you fell for this shit too, huh?
Yeah, man. Because she's so beautiful, bro.
Yeah, you fell for the great body at 50 and all that. And she's probably fun as hell.
Oh my God, yeah. And
she's
then
probably fun going clubbing out there dancing and all that stuff.
She's fine when she's not even trying.
Yeah.
I mean, I see her sometimes in her sweats and her hair pulled back, and it's like she is wow.
Yeah,
she cold, bro.
I think we've said something on the podcast about like way back in the day, like a movie line interview she had when she was airing dudes out about trying to get with her, like Eric Wesley out and stuff like that.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
That was a red flag. And I had a homeboy, man, who I forgot who he worked for. Mm-hmm. But whoever he worked for, they were doing an interview with J.Lo. Yeah. And during this interview, behind the scenes before it started, he told me, 20 years ago, she was very bitchy during this interview. So I always realized this chick is just a fine, talented chick.
That gets what she wants.
Who gets what she wants.
And right now she wants A-Rod. So he bought this overpriced ring. Right. So to both of them. A-Rod, you understand she doesn't have a pattern of finishing marriages. So good luck with that. And to J.Lo, let's keep it real. This could be constitute with dirty macking, but I'm just going to say it real, man. Dude, his wife left because he had multiple chicks. Plus he was emotionally unavailable, so he probably was done with his wife at the time.
Who's this?
A-Rod's first wife.
Okay.
He got priors, right? Mm-hmm. So that means, she's clearly not checking the file, and clearly her ego makes her think that, if regular women think a guy would change, then her fine ass definitely thinks a guy would change. For her. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not subscribing to that. I can't see this marriage going. I'm sorry. I don't like the dirty mac from Jose Canseco, but I do think that if you're going to cheat in baseball, you'll probably cheat in your marriage.
I don't agree with that.
I do. I mean, because I had a coach used to say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So
you ain't cheating in your marriage. You ain't really trying to make it work. You ain't
trying to make it work. You ain't pulling out all stops.
That's funny. Man, hey, I agree with everything you said. Yeah. And I would say, A-Rod, you have to see Jose Canseco. You got to, man. Just on GP.
Yes.
You gotta see this, man.
Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's a majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we trying to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Come on, you send me this story. So interested.
Yeah.
So fun. This guy who won a lot. You want to explain it right quick?
Yeah, so this guy, man, who I guess years he was unemployed. Mm-hmm. And so he was married and his wife was just basically taking care of him.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so I guess she had enough and she got a divorce, or she divorced him in October because, he was unemployed. She taking care of his bills and all that stuff. She said she was supporting him. Well, a few months later, this man won the
Mega Millions.
The Mega Millions for $273 million. Wow. God,
it's so good.
And to the woman's credit, but I asked her about that. She was like, man, she had no regrets, and she's not going to try to get back with him or anything like that. She was like, I'm still not attracted to him. However, she did say, I hope that he would do the right thing. And we're assuming that means the right thing is break her off.
Let me tell you what the right thing is. The right thing to do is say, bitch, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yo ass quit too soon. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Trading James Harden or letting James Harden go before he breaks out.
Just before you let Oklahoma City, you had James Harden, you had Kevin Durant, and you had Russell Westbrook. All three of these guys, all three MVPs on your team, and you let two of them go.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. Oh, she let James Harden go too soon. I love it, man. I hope he does the right thing. Let me tell you something. Ladies. This almost makes me want to get your wife on the mic, but we're not doing that because I already know where she's going. But dog, ladies, listen. First of all, felt man, he should have been doing his thing. He should have been providing for his wife. He was sitting his ass on the couch. She gave up on him, but she gave up on him too soon. Marriage is for life. Last time I checked, right?
That's what the vows say.
Didn't it say
death to his part?
Yeah, sickness, richer and poor. What did we say on our show many episodes ago? For better.
Yeah,
they just went for better.
I'll say this though, in her defense, you know, richness and was it
rich and poor, sickness and health.
Right. So the poor, I'm pretty sure she can tolerate the poor. But what about the shiftless?
Shiftless is tough. Shiftless is tough, man. But that's your husband. No, man, I don't want to hear it, dude.
You don't want to hear it?
That's your
because
husband.
I know you always say be a man at all times.
I do, and he's not doing his job.
Right.
He was not doing. He was a bitch-ass dude.
Yeah, so he just sitting around.
That she married.
Right. Well, we don't know when the poverty or the unemployment came.
Let me tell you, certain type of men ain't going out like that. You said James Harden?
Yeah.
I'm not even a James Harden fan. You'll never see James Harden sitting on his ass for several months. Yeah. Unless he's injured.
This guy wasn't James Harden. I'm trying to. It was a bad analogy because James Harden had.
I'm just saying. I'm taking the ball. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You picked this guy. This is the guy you picked for the lifetime contract. And I don't want to. You know what? Let me. You know why? Let's just get to the next one, because when we come back, we're going to talk about a woman who's felt guilty for leaving her marriage, and that's going to tie into this one. So let's take a break. We'll come back.
Okay.
It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friends some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. This is another story you sent me, Kamal. There's a woman, it was a Yahoo article. Remember the woman who talked about she's leaving?
Yeah, she felt guilty.
She filed for divorce from her man, and then they're co-parenting. He's sick about it.
Yeah.
His life ain't never been the same. And she was basically writing saying, I did the right thing. It's just hard sometimes, right? And what inspired you to send me that article?
Just in general, man. It's like people don't look at the big picture, right? They don't look at the whole pie. So it's like, I want my happiness and I deserve to be happy.
Yeah.
But part of your happiness is that unit. Like 7 days a week, you have people in your home. You hear like the pattering of footsteps running down the hallway or coming to your room. And, so half the time, if you guys have one of those custody issues, that's gone.
Yes.
Sometimes where it's like, I don't feel like cooking dinner, babe. You got it? I got it.
Yep.
Or just whatever. Just having that other person there.
Yes.
And so when you leave because that person is making you unhappy, the situation is making you happy, you tend to forget it wasn't all bad.
Yes.
And I missed the stuff that was good that I can probably never get back again.
Never.
Yeah.
People think I'm anti-marriage, Kamal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know?
I think my wife was saying something like that the other day to you.
Yeah. They think I'm anti-marriage, and I'm really not. I mean, yes, I am the one who married you. It's official, by the way.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm not anti-marriage. What I am is anti-modern marriage. I am anti what marriage has become. Because we talked about J.Lo, right? J.Lo got another big oversized ring. They're calling it $1.8 million. Mm-hmm. That's what I don't like. It's almost like it's a status symbol now. Yeah. He hasn't married you yet, girl. Oh, you can't get him. Man, I told you I'm always studying comedy, right? So I've been watching Andy Griffin with my daughter, right? You know, the whistle song, all that, right?
Yeah, I like Andy Griffin.
Of course. So on this one episode of Andy Griffin, this woman, her husband left her. And she was so embarrassed that she told everybody he died. And they had a funeral and everything. Then he came back 2 years later. Everybody thought he was really dead. And he came back. Of course, he visits Andy. And Andy's shocked. Like, I thought you were dead. And he said, I just went to Charlottesville I just had to get away. You know, he was on some Pablo's Rolling Stone shit. Yeah. Probably had a piece out there.
Yeah.
I didn't need to be. I couldn't deal with her. She was mean. She was kind of naggy, whatever it is. The lady was so embarrassed that people would think that he left her that she said he went to Charlottesville and got hit by a taxi. And they had a funeral and everything. My point is, man, that's how embarrassed women are to not be able to be the wife that society wants you to be. To the point where that lady, and of course that's 50, 60 years ago, right? Right. But some of that has not changed. My problem is the modern thing of look at this gaudy ring, look at our big wedding, look at my 5-6 marriages I've had, like Kim Kardashian. I said
yes, what I'm saying, on the Facebook picture.
Yeah. You want to be able to change your profile. Right. You want to. That's not what it's about. Marriage is about year 8. Yeah. Year 9. Yeah. Marriage is forever. Right. That's my thing with marriage. Marriage is forever. So I've said this before, and I know you told me that it's not the case for you, but I'm hard on the ladies in this area because I always say it's the woman that insists on getting married, and then it's the woman that always says I deserve to be happy and this ain't working. It's always the woman that's like, and of course there's some instances where the guy insists, and there's some instances like you where you're like, I'm out, I can't.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with it no more.
But for the most part, at least take a poll if you think I'm lying. Ask around because I've asked around. I always say, which one of y'all said it was over? And 9 times out of 10, it's the woman's like, I deserve to be happy. Right. And that's the thing that bothered me. So then when this lady wrote this Yahoo article about how she left her marriage and how she felt guilty, I'm glad you feel guilty because you quit. Yeah. Y'all was supposed to see this thing through. And people always say, well, the kids will be fine. And I agree, the younger they are, the better, right? But they're not as fine as, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I got divorced parents that have been divorced my entire life, divorced adult parents, right? Mm-hmm. It's a lot easier, especially as, my mom gets older, whatever, my dad gets older. Now, they both have their own lives, but I'm a grown man. It would be a lot easier if my dad was there to help my mom out through some stuff. And my mom was there to help my dad out through some stuff. I mean, marriage is, to me, most important, especially when you get old or on holidays. Right. You know what I mean? When it's like, you got to go to this mom, your parents are married, thank God. Yeah. But you got to go to this parent, then you got to go to that parent. And it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, my son is 15. Yeah. And so he's going to have to deal with that. My older son. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, eventually when he's in his 20s and stuff like that, 30s, he's got his own family, over here. Or hopefully we can all get along. Yeah. Then you do the blended family thing. Yeah, but, I don't know. Which could happen. Yeah. Dude, the thing about being guilty, you give up too early. Mm-hmm. Here's the problem. A lot of people don't, especially like these new marriages, right? Yeah. They don't get counseling for older marriages because it's like... What do you mean counseling for? You mean from? From the OGs. From the OGs, because the OGs will tell you, maybe married 50 years, man, like 6 of them was bad, or 30, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. But it's like this new modern marriage, one bad year constitutes I deserve to be happy.
Yeah, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because for me, I probably could have stuck it out. I think it would be 20 years in this upcoming September.
Wow.
Right. I guess I could have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think she probably would have as well.
Yeah.
But it was like, dude, I was sick of beefing.
There's a difference, though. Sometimes, like, let's just say the wife is getting her ass beat, right?
Yeah.
Why should she have to go through?
Chances are the shit ain't getting better.
No.
And even if it gets better, it's like it went from like 6 ass whoopings a year to 1.
It's still
It's
still one
like,
too many.
Yeah.
You was to me an example of a woman that was getting her ass beat because you were in a relationship with the woman who spit verbal fire that would singe your eyebrows.
Right.
You were in an abusive relationship, if you ask me.
Yeah, it wasn't like, she wasn't getting better.
No.
Yeah.
You had an abusive relationship. The problem I have is, it's just like, and this is getting way deep, but it's just like when they say, abortion, what if she's raped? Well, yeah, that's an extreme situation. Mm-hmm. It's just like getting raped, yeah, but then it should be an abortion because they didn't wear a condom. It's like, that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Abortion because you got raped, I mean, I can understand that, right?
Yeah.
Or abortion because, whatever, it's early in the term and this baby's about to kill you. I can understand that. But abortion because we didn't use a condom, that ain't the same thing. Mm-hmm. Divorce because this nigga's whooping my ass. Or divorce because, man, the way he treats me, I'm not happy. It feels like abuse. Like, wait a minute now. You know what I mean?
Dude.
I deserve to be happy.
Man, the wife showed me some stuff this morning, man. I wish I had it because she was trying to get it to us so we could use it. Maybe we could use it next week. But they were ads from like the 50s and 40s that could not be used today. And one of them was, I don't know what the ad was for, but the picture was of a man and his wife over his lap. And he was like
spanking that ass,
spanking her for something that she did wrong.
Discipline, little discipline in the home.
Yeah, and there was another one where he was in the bed,
yes,
hands behind his head, like he was getting domed up, but he wasn't. And she was on her knees holding a tray of breakfast.
Oh yeah, like a good wife,
right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "These are ads that couldn't fly today," and it was like, "But I bet they fucking stayed married." The chick who was bringing this man breakfast on her knees.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They made the distance. They made
Dude,
it.
I guarantee you, because there was this book. I remember my wife was so mad. There was this book called "Created to Be His Helpmeet," and I gave her that book. Oh my gosh, she was furious. But a woman wrote the book, and her premise is basically like, if you're his helpmeet, how could he ever let you go? And it's such a simple thing.
Right.
Now, I mean, it's biblical when you say to help me, but the problem to me in marriage is, and this is me, and call me out for being sexist, because I ain't mad at you. I ain't gonna be like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you might have a good point. Call me out, hit me up. I don't feel like men have changed. Women are doing a good job of making men change these days, but from the beginning of time to now, men haven't changed that much. All right, we've only gotten better, but we haven't changed. But women have changed a whole lot. And that, in my opinion, is why marriages don't last anymore. It's because women ain't putting up with that shit no more.
No.
Women ain't having the I'm serving you the breakfast thing. Women ain't having that I'm gonna bow down and you're gonna be the leader of the home. They ain't having that.
No.
And men have been the same. Men are still, you know what I mean? They've been hand down the pants. Ooh, he cheated. Like, none of this stuff has changed in men, but women ain't putting up with that shit no more.
Well, and the thing about it is, on one hand, I kind of see, I get.
Hold on, when I say hand down the pants, I meant Al Bundy, not sexual harassment. I meant hand down the pants watching TV. Go ahead. But
I was gonna say, on one hand, I see what they're talking about, especially like, if back in the day, like Lucy didn't have a gig. She got an allowance.
Yeah.
So Ricky went out there and made all the money, and Lucy basically spent the money. After the bills were taken, he gave her allowance. She go out and go shopping. She do whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I get that. Mm-hmm. So basically, when Ricky comes home from making money, Ricky's probably gonna want dinner, a hot plate, right? However, let's say Lucy worked a 9 to 5.
Yes.
And Lucy was bringing in dough, and she had a corporate gig, and she had people who was under her, and she was supervising. When she came home, and she's tired, both of us are tired.
Yes.
Why
should she?
Why is
have
it
to be
incumbent
the
on
one?
her?
Yes.
To get the plate ready.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you exactly why.
Hold on.
What?
Before you say that, I had a guy, another barber. He wasn't my barber, but he was the guy who owned the barber shop.
Yes.
I used to attend. He says, if his wife worked and her job interfered with his dinner,
Boom. Gotta go.
she got to go.
That's how I feel. First thing first. That's how I feel. For real. Like, nah.
But he said he was blessed.
Yeah.
He was blessed that he understood. He had the money that, basically he didn't need, the household didn't need her money.
Thank God. That's how. That's the first problem. All right, guys. Now it's time for the lesson of the day, fellas. If you're not in position, then you're off. But it's usually not. It's because women have this thing. Women are usually the one that want the luxury. That's one of the reasons why, because they can't live in the hood like we can live in the hood.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right. My chick's not moving past. It's a certain street she ain't gonna move past.
That's my point.
Yeah, and I was like, I will live
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Sleep in the car.
To save a buck.
Yes.
To save a buck,
Yes.
I will stay and just stack dough
Yes.
to get what we want.
Yes.
It's like, women are more in line. They'll kick the can down the road.
They're not. Listen,
Instead of fixing the problem,
when you go to a hotel and they try to get you to upgrade the room, they're going to hit the woman and ask her if she wants to upgrade, because she's going to be the one that wants the luxury. I don't know what it is about women. I don't know if it's something about their need for security, because that is a real need. They are the ones that are going to want the fancy shit.
It goes back to those damn Disney princesses and Barbies. Goes back to earlier episodes, man. I'm telling you, this stuff has a lingering effect.
It does, man.
They see women a little, however, these Disney princesses without a specific talent.
Yes.
Cinderella wasn't in the lab.
Yes.
Creating like some. Cinderella was sweeping.
Speaking of specific talent, this college enrollment scandal speaks exactly to what is wrong, and it all ties up. We're going to talk about when we come back.
Okay.
Are you yelling at your radio right now? What the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. Just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Erby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at the MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yes, man. Just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Kamal, this college enrollment scandal is exactly what is wrong. Because Aunt Becky Laughlin. Aunt Becky has this beautiful daughter. Stunning. Aunt Becky.
2 of them, yeah.
Beautiful, pretty woman. She has 2 beautiful daughters who are not qualified. They don't have what it takes to be a student in some of these fancy universities. But she wants a fancy school for her baby. So what does she do? She talks to her billionaire husband, and they get the money. I know she's working too, but she ain't got the money that he got.
Yeah.
And she talks to him, and honey, and what do you do when your wife is, come on, babe? It's like, fine. Whatever will shut you the fuck up.
Got this man indicted.
Yes. And you could say that's sexist, Kyle.
Bet it was her idea.
I know it was her idea. That's my point.
Right, bet it was her idea.
Dude, it's the name brand school.
Right.
It's the name brand elementary school.
It's the reason why Felicity Huffman got indicted and not William H. Macy.
Exactly.
Because he probably was like, what?
I don't give a fuck. fuck?
Yeah.
You know how much argument I had to do about the kids' school and dog. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, send their ass down the street to this public school. I know you're not like, I know you're a big fan of private school.
I am. I'm a big fan.
I am not.
Yeah.
I am like, go to the school down the street.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. I went to the school down the street and I'm doing just fine. I'm not, but that's how it is. And, I went to that. It was fine enough to me. Because in my days of teaching, my thought was, it's all about the parents. Mm-hmm. I had students with good parents. They're the ones that did well. The students with good parents, they're the ones that are going to do well.
Right.
If you got good parents, it don't matter, in my opinion, it don't matter where you send your kid. Right. Now, private school, education is going to be stronger, more rigorous. However, just from me teaching in South Central LA, where the poverty was there and all that stuff, it didn't matter. The ones with good parents, you can always tell when they walked. You could tell when your boy Skillet walked in the door. Right. You could always tell.
Well, here's the thing about it. Like you said, good parents in the public schools. Yeah. Good parents, period. Yes. Right? Yes. Obviously, Lori Laughlin's probably not a good parent if she's got to pay $500,000. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she might be a good parent because she helps her daughter with that social media shit.
Nah, but I'm talking about like basically...
Academically, she ain't shit. Right. But as far as supporting her daughter to help her go viral in those YouTube videos, I bet she helped her in that.
Well, she's probably more of a friend. More of a friend than the parent or a big sister, right? Because here's the thing about it, man. She probably paid $25,000 to $35,000 a year from K through 12. Yeah. Right? Yeah. For the kids to get like a top-notch education. Yeah. Then you want to talk about SAT prep and tutors and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the $500,000, that's when all that other shit didn't work.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? All the other shit didn't work. Mm-hmm. If you're paying $30,000 a year for your kid to be like in the 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, chances are you shouldn't have to pay a dime for college.
Well, this is the MRA podcast, right? And I don't want this to turn into the woman bashing podcast because today, I went a little off the rails because I will do that if I'm not checked. So I have to check myself. So how can we put this back on the fellas? Your wife wants to have an enrollment scandal. She wants to break the law to put her daughters. How do you turn that down as a man? Because I don't know how I can if I got the money.
Yeah, because this is the thing about it. You got the money, and as a man, you don't want to hear the nagging.
Yeah. And
so it's like, a lot of men, a lot of people in general, but let's say men, they throw money at problems.
Absolutely. That's a man thing. I don't have a problem saying it.
Yeah, just throw money at problems. Make it go away.
Make it go away.
Make it go away.
That's why we make the money. Yeah. So we don't have the problems, make the problem go away.
So, so if you have the money and you know better, sometimes you got to stand your ground.
Yeah, you got to find a way to stand your ground.
You got to stand your ground, man. Hey,
she's going to be moping for a while, though.
Yeah, she's going to be furious. Yeah. She's going to be furious. But here's the thing about it, man.
You already said they don't like to hear no.
Oh, man. Certain women.
Lori Laughlin don't want to hear no goddamn no.
She does not.
She's been pretty her entire life. Right. How the fuck do you think she got that billionaire, dude? Yeah. She's got it. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. No. Huh? That's not in her lexicon.
Huh?
Like, yeah.
That's why you got to be careful who you pick, dog.
Yeah.
You got to be careful who you pick. I mean, let's talk about Lucy and Ricky right quick. We go back, we'll get back to this. Lucy and Ricky, right? Lucy, some women might be like, fuck that, Lucy, you get your own job, wooty, wooty, woot. But Lucy didn't have a commute. You know how much I hear complaining about the commute, about the drive, about that bitch at work. You know what I mean? Some of these women that are working and making these big money, they love it. And some of them are like, I wish I didn't have to. Yeah. I miss the old days.
Yeah, because basically, man, I don't know what the allowance was. They never really said what it was. But, man, if Lucy played her cards right, man, she could basically chill. She had to be home at a certain time.
Yeah, or get a little side hustle.
Yeah, She had to be home at a certain time to make sure the dinner was tight. But everything else, she can go get her hair done, nails, go to the movies. Mm-hmm. She can go from, when before Little Ricky was born.
Yeah.
After breakfast and hubby was gone. Yeah. She got the whole day to chill, hang out with her homegirl, getting all types of, hilarious adventures.
And then the other thing, one of the things I think hurt marriage is is alimony and child support. because it allows women to have their most important thing, which is that security,
Right.
without the husband.
Right.
And so it's almost like a temptation thing. But yes, I do think there should be emergency things like when she's getting her ass beat. She shouldn't have to get her ass beat. Or when she's getting cut down all the time.
Right.
You shouldn't have to put
So what you're saying, if alimony and child support was only for like extreme circumstances,
Yep.
so it's a chance because of my unhappiness, I might wind up with nothing.
Yeah.
I probably need to make this shit work.
You better figure it out.
Figure it
Because
out.
your ass insisted on this shit. You was the one that kept nagging to do the shit.
Yeah.
And now you want to find a way out. Ain't no fucking way out.
Yeah. See, here's the thing about it, man. I think a lot of these women who are unhappy, because here's the thing about it. Like you said, most of us haven't changed from time, right?
No.
We ain't clubbing them and over their head and stuff
We've
like that.
gotten
dragging them
better.
by their head. Yeah. We actually gotten better. Right.
Yes.
And so it's like most of the time I've noticed
Mm-hmm.
the woman doesn't want to compromise. We've compromised.
Oh my gosh. But now
Because
they would say,
we're not keeping it 100.
no.
Yeah, we're
Fuck
not.
no.
Yeah. So just the proposal itself was a major compromise because if we had our druthers,
We would have bitches.
yeah, and you wouldn't be living with us.
Yeah, hell fucking no. You wouldn't live with us. You wouldn't be stopping me from getting pussy. And then not only do you stop me from getting pussy, I gotta fucking put you in a good mood just to hit it.
Yeah.
Like I can't get it out there and I can't get it in here either.
Yeah.
And guys don't realize that's what they signed it up for.
So women don't realize, dude, we've already
Yes.
capitulated.
Yes. Good word.
If you see us, if we're married,
Yes. We
that's
lost.
That's already
Yes.
a major compromise.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The hanging out.
Yep.
And stuff. Like we were talking about this the other day. Like we were saying,
You having nowhere to go?
yeah, like 2 a.m, just like you mentioned, just hanging out at the homie's house
Yeah.
playing video games.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Yeah, man. We've given that up.
Yeah,
We
hanging
give
out.
up the most to be married, in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
Talk about from our list. Like our number one list is freedom. Our number one is pussy. We give that up.
Yeah.
And we may not even get it from you anymore. And then we give up our freedom to hang with the guys.
Yeah.
Like we giving a lot of shit up.
Right.
What is she giving up? She giving up she giving up sleeping around. Well, she wasn't sleeping around in the first place for
Right.
most of them.
Right.
What is she giving up?
No, because they still talk to their friends. And
Yes.
stuff like
they still go on their girls' weekend.
Right.
They're not giving up. We're the ones that are being domesticated to being a marriage,
Right.
which goes back to that's why it's hard to keep a man. Keeping a man is there's work to be done.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted a dog. There's work to be done to keep a dog. You
Yeah.
got to feed him. You got to walk him. Keeping a husband is a job.
Yeah.
And they need to understand that, yeah, that's a job.
They don't want to do that.
No.
They want, I have the husband. They
Yep.
want the shit out the box.
Yes.
Fresh out the box.
Yes.
Ah.
But the message to the lady before we get into this Dear Erby letter is J.Lo and the other lady who felt guilty for leaving her husband, marriage is work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just having a ring and showing off your ring as you put your hand on his chest during a picture
Right.
to show everybody on Facebook.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, and you can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo, find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. Let's get into this Dear Erby letter. Dear Erby, me and my ex-wife got divorced a year ago today.
Mm-hmm.
It became final a year ago today. Got divorced a year ago today. It became final a year ago today. Okay. I don't know what day this was, but whatever. Happy anniversary day. Happy end of your marriage anniversary.
Yeah, I know, right?
We were separated for 6 months before that. She filed and now it's final. But I have been able to still hook up with her a few times. We actually messed around the night the divorce became final, believe it or not. Then we hooked up a few months later, but I have not been able to get back in there. She still has me fix things around the house, which feels good because it feels like I'm still needed. Plus, when I'm at the house, it feels like we never broke up. I get to see my children and everybody's happy again, at least for a while. Last Christmas, I bought her a really nice handbag. She was extremely happy, but there was no ... physical gratitude, if you know what I mean. If I am being honest, I think I help her around her house and buy her nice things because I want to keep my spot. I'm terrified of the thought that someone else might be smashing. I know she's not mine anymore, but you know how it is, fellas. She's still mine in my mind. What do you think I should do? I don't want to get back together, but what we had after the divorce was final was perfect. She did her thing, I did mine, and I still got to get some. Do you have any advice on how I can get back to that sweet spot? Thanks, God. Love the show. Parrish in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Parrish.
I hope you studied this beforehand. There's a lot. There's a lot to break down here, man.
Yeah, I think Parrish in Pittsburgh, man, I think all good things come to an end. I think that sweet spot, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing about it. When I separated from my ex-wife, I went back to get the mail. That's how my oldest son was born. I was out.
Wow.
I was forced to come back and do another 9 months. I had to re-up for another 9.
I never knew that.
Yeah, man.
You went back to get the mail.
I went back to get the mail. She told me she was going to be gone. She was there. You know what I'm saying? Might as well. You know, and I actually pulled out.
Yeah.
But basically I had to re-up for another 10 months or something like that. And I realized like just it was, no, I'm sorry. The rest of the pregnancy. And then until he was 10 months old. So I damn near did another 2 years.
Wow.
I did another 2 years, man. And of misery. It was bad for both of us and stuff like that. We fighting more and stuff like that. So my point is, yeah. So when you guys separated, even with the divorce, man, like she felt like, hey, I can still have sex with this man. He still's my husband. We don't really like the dude, but it was more of just satisfying her needs. But once she was over that,
You talking about your ex-wife?
her.
Okay.
Once she was over that, Parrish's ex. It's over. You know,
Once she was over the need for some sex every once in a while.
if it didn't feel all like, no, forgive my term, hoish. At least he's my husband. At least he's my ex-husband.
Yeah.
But once she was over that, you know, you're not getting in there anymore. And I would say it shifted to you just getting used. You know, fixing stuff around her. Now she has the best of both worlds.
Yes.
She's off ready to do her thing. She can do whatever. And she doesn't have to bring a new dude around the kids. I got old dude. And old dude is spending time with the kids. So that takes care of the kids, their needs. And I'm getting things done, my needs. But parents, you ain't getting none, your needs. You know, I think, hey, man, it was fun while it lasted. I know ego-wise that is your girl's going to have a hard time. You thinking somebody's smashing. But, hey, man, I think what's stronger than ego for me is pride. And I will not get used. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself.
Wow.
I'm not, you're not going to use me. I'm not going to be over there like fixing stuff up around the house. And then she's like, all right, well, deuces. Nah, I'm going to need some. Yeah.
I need to get paid.
Yeah.
I need to get paid.
I don't work for free.
Nah, I don't work for free. And it makes it sound like mannish and hoish, but when the sooner women can understand men's needs are simple, just like their needs, like they always vilify our needs. Oh, he just wants to have sex. Oh, he just wants to be fed. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Ricky said, your boy said, I don't give a fuck what you do. I need to be fed.
Yeah.
Can't you make your own food? That's not the point. Yeah. But then what do I need you?
Yeah, you could open the door for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
But you kind of want me to do it.
Exactly. Come on, gospel.
Yeah.
That's deep, dog.
Yeah, I mean, I feel for Parrish, man, but I just think that, I know me personally, I think it's those days are over.
Dude, first of all, this touches me, man, because I've gone through this before. My cousin Kevin had to talk to me about it. He had to pull my collar aside, man, because he was like, "Hey, dog, you got to think about the example you're setting for your children, because if your son sees you acting like that, you're putting up with
acting like what?
Well, for me, it was like I was basically working for free and having that putting up with shit on the guilt tip. Mm-hmm. So not really being a man at all times, kind of getting bitched because it was like, hey, well, I've heard her, so let me just eat this crow for a while, and let me make it up to you, but I'm not getting paid in anything, no affection, no niceness, just basically just getting bitched out. Mm-hmm. But that whole guilt of, my dad told me one time that like sometimes children, if they'll be rude to their father, if Pops was gone, when Pops comes back, they'll act like an asshole to the father. Because it's on some, fuck you, you know what I mean? I'm getting my revenge now. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it was like, dog, you're setting a bad example of your son of how to allow yourself to be treated. And for your daughter, you're setting her a bad example of how your wife is supposed to treat her man. Mm. And he blew me away with that shit because I was like, wow. Because this hard, your daughter should see her mom being loving towards her husband, not being a fucking battle axe.
Yeah.
And when you allow your daughter to see you getting chumped out, you're going to inspire her without even realizing to chump out her man.
Well, she feels or she thinks this is the way.
This is how it's done. This is how my mom treated my dad.
Yeah.
Like shit.
And this is how we get things done.
Yeah.
This is something done, you got to act like this.
You got to act like this. And so she don't even realize that I treated her mom like shit first. She never saw that. So she just saw her mom responding to my behavior and treating me like shit. And you may say, well, it's not really like shit, but you're not being treated with the love that you want. And so that's why this is so deep for Parrish. I saw an episode of New Adventures of Old Christine, and she was taking advantage of the dude. And that was the first time I even had heard of it. I didn't even know women did that. And the guy was she was chomping him. But the reason why I didn't know women did is because I could never prove it. I never caught him in the act. You know what I mean? So it never dawned on me that this was a thing. And now, of course, Parrish is letting us know it's absolutely a thing. I'm absolutely being taken advantage of. So he wants to know how to get back in the sweet spot. And Kamal saying, you need to let it go.
Yeah, I think those days are over.
Yeah, my thing is a little different because I want you to be able to smash again, Parrish. I absolutely want you to be able to hit that shit. I want you to have that residual income for the rest of your life. And I think you got to be willing to let her go. That's the scary thing. He's afraid to let her go because he wants to still smash. But you got to be willing to let her go so that you can smash. It's deep. But like basically, if you want to still have her, you can't have that white knuckle grip on her because it's going to suffocate her. I never forget that episode. There's an episode of What's Happening when D, they thought D was sick. Mm-hmm. And so they started kissing Dee's ass. You remember that?
Yeah.
She fucked up the house.
Yeah,
broke Roger's brain.
Yeah.
He was putting together a project. She was skating in the house, eating chocolate cake. She milked it.
Yeah.
And your wife is Dee, bro. She gonna milk that shit.
Yeah.
She gonna take you to the rack. And if she can fake left and go right and drive on you, she gonna fake left and drive. She gonna fake left and go right and drive on you again. And then she's going to fake left and go right. And she's going to keep doing it till you stop it. Right. You're going to run it till they stop it. So, man, you're acting out of fear and you're getting, and let me just tell you, I know you want to bless her with things, you want to love her, but that's a bad example. Reward her. Don't bribe her.
Right. Dude, here's the thing about when I first left my wife, I had that guilt.
Yeah.
I just felt so guilty.
Yeah.
So let me tell you what she was able to get out of me.
Wow.
I moved out. I still paid the mortgage, right? And she turned around and sold it. Sold the house. I signed it over to her. I gave her the house. Like, where are we going to live? I felt bad. She sold it after I signed it over to her at fucking huge profit, right? She didn't do shit. That was all me. I paid the mortgage and all that stuff, right? Second thing, I paid her cell phone bill for like a year. After we were divorced, it was finalized or whatever, I included her on my health insurance. All these things, man. It was like because I felt bad because I felt I was breaking up the marriage and stuff like that. And it was like, hey, man, really, if she can get away with it, she was going to. Kept requesting stuff. I'm coming over her house, and it turns out that we were going places together. It was like, dude, she's pretty much getting whatever she wants without me getting paid. And with just, he can still just go home. I got to worry about him and all that stuff. but she got all the benefits of having a husband.
If you guys have a Dear Erby letter, send us an email at dearerby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearerby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Man, on the Twitter mechanism, dude, Angry Kamal, at Angry Kamal.
I'm at Kyle Erby. You can find us both at the MRA Podcast. Find all my commercials. I always say all my commercials. A lot of my commercials, some of my TV shows, some stand-up comedy videos at kyleerby.com. Also, the MRApodcast.com is where you can find all the episodes of the MRA Podcast. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.
You two always tell me exactly what I need to hear. That is my favorite podcast.